If you could switch genders for one day, what would you accomplish? Okay. Say I'm transformed into a pretty woman like Victoria Beckham or Bella Hadid or Iggy Azalea? I would get dressed in the sexiest clothes I had, which would make me look like a slut, and I'd go to the lesbian bar and just have sex with everyone. I just would go hog wild. I'd drag any moderately drunk lesbian into the restroom and have sex with them. At the end of the night, they would throw me out after writing the word slut on my forehead, assuming I would still be attracted to women. I have always wondered what it's like to be in a women's locker room in the gym. Are most of the women fully naked? Are they hot, and does it turn me on to see that? How comfortable are they being naked in front of each other? How different are their bodies? Of course, I have been with girls and seen their bodies, but maybe I have a specific type. What is the real variation in women's bodies? Would I be man-sized? I would like to reach my top shelves and actually move heavy things without the help of my teenage son. Lol. If I stand up really tall and straight, I'm barely 5 feet 5 inches. Taller than average, but not really tall because I can't reach shit on my top shelves in the kitchen. Sometimes I use tongs and sometimes I have to stand on a chair. I will get so much done if I was taller and had man strength. I will use my day as a girl making the best of best in SFW content ASAP. I will make sure to get a collection that I can post for at least 1 year straight, then earn money with it. I will then delete everything and use the same content years down the line when I have no money anymore and everybody forgot sex and pictures and videos. I heard there was a company that makes molds of vaginas for fleshlights or something, so you could get a fleshlights of your female body, a dildo of your cock. Would be crazy. Would ask my friends if they wanted to have sex with this limited time body. Would be a great day. If I transformed into the prettiest girl I could imagine, then I'd play video games all day long, naked, in my darkened apartment. So yeah, literally the same. Although I will have to figure out the masturbation part, but that shouldn't be an issue. Spend the day crippled with dysphoria, probably. Unless you're saying it's also a sex swap and I get a body to match. In that case, get oiled up and go hang out in a banana hammock at the local park where dudes do that. Probably spend a good chunk of the day playing with my boobs. The rest of the day I'd probably ride around in the car with a guy, constantly telling him where he should park to see what all the fuss is about. If I was a guy for one day, it'd be in my room all day and night. Well, expect to occasionally come out and find whatever household objects it looks like it may fit in. It'd be jacking all day. No shit, I'd ask all of my male friends of that person I switched to if they'd smash cause my BFS made me angry. Just to check if it's safe to have male friends. So, it's basically insecurity hosts of Hit Karna. Probably nothing, dude. The way women describe just existing sounds like a constant unease and fear of the world around me all times. I have anxiety, man, I can't deal with all of that too. First of all, show my BF my newfound body, fuck him with it. Then I'd want to confront the mysterious force that swapped my gender in the first place and beg them to never switch me back. Nothing probably. Maybe a few pics for OnlyFans since people love Asian girls, but outside of that, nothing really. I'd spend the rest of the day as per usual. Probably examining myself. I'd be in hiding. I go to an all-boys school where most of the guys are virgins. And I used an app to see what I would look like as a woman, and all the homies said they would smash. I'll use my female appearance to decide how attractive I am. I'll also try lifting things around the house to see if female equivalent of me is physically inferior or not. I would check why girls can't freestanding, and how they deal when they are horny in public, they don't have something to tuck in, how they counterbalance their breasts. Go to a lesbian bar and bring home a couple to learn the intricacies of womanly pleasure. But I don't think they'll be happy when they wake up next to a man the next day. I would walk by myself at night. Have a drink in a bar by myself and just hang a bit. Explore the physicality of a more muscular structure and the power of that. As someone who really wants gender-affirming surgery, be really happy for like 15 hours, then get really anxious and cry when I get close to knowing that it's over. After copious amounts of finger blasting and showing my ring piece on OnlyFans. Probably just moan about everything. Drink Starbucks and crash my husband's car. Absolutely nothing. I'd have to spend the day learning how to walk again because my center of gravity would be different with me suddenly feeling top heavy Lamau. There's a lot of pranks I could pull off, especially since I'd change how I look for a day. You know, when you beat Elden Ring and you can burn the tree down, we'll try to understand women as much as possible so I have some kind of cheat sheet. Or maybe compile it into a book later too. I might become rich for this. 24 hours is not enough time to accomplish anything. You would get yourself in trouble when this person claiming to be you tries to go to work or come home. I always laugh when people say I'd let all my single friends hit it. It's like you have a booty hole, you can let them hit it if that's what you want. Orgasm. Multiple, if possible. I'd like to know exactly how it feels so I can relish in giving my fiancé one of whatever that feels like for her. I would let every guy who hit on me hit it. Attractive guys and ugly guys. All guys can get it as long as you got the confidence to ask. I will come to Reddit and find the most overposted Ask Reddit question and write, as a woman, I've never seen this question before. I'd just take a ton of selfies and nudes, hundreds, and slowly release them on OnlyFans. Basically make a passive income for myself. I'd switch genders for a day and finally settle the age-old debate, is it really that hard to find something in a person? I will go find whoever switched with my body, and have sex with myself to see how good or shit it feels for a woman. Depends. Do I know it's just temporary? Because if I don't, the only thing I'm accomplishing is sheer and utter panic. People here acting like it's some shit they could have prepared for and they wouldn't be too confused to do anything. I'll probably get to experience how compliments feel and maybe I'll be able to learn how to handle them that way. Multiple orgasms. All the validation fake or real, I can have in a traumatic crash course on the male gaze. If I had big boobs I'd play with them all day. And pretty much masturbate all day in front of a mirror. If you were to get pregnant while change and then revert into a meal the other day, what would happen? Nothing, literally nothing, and also maybe experiencing period cramps for the first time and last time. If I were a woman for a day, I would give average guys compliments. They'll remember them for years. Touch my boobs, not very original I know, but it would be the first thing I do without a doubt. Try to understand the trials the opposite gender is better so I can further my understanding. I'd get my straight friends to send me their PP pics for me to wank to when I change back. Accomplish? Not much different from what I am doing now, especially if I am on my period. Lots of masturbations. I get as much first-hand experience of my lady bits as possible. Lots of masturbations. I get as much first-hand experience of my lady bits as possible. Get as many dicks as possible from all the straight guys around me I find attractive. I would really make sure I didn't have breast cancer by massaging them all day long. If I was turned into a good-looking woman I would destroy a couple of relationships. As someone in GCS recovery right now, I'd probably lay in bed and take a lot of oxy. Nothing. I'd be too busy playing with myself and shoving things up both orifices. Masturbate using any household weapon. Then hug my nieces and nephews in public. Steal a bunch of stuff, pantsless. The next day, I'll have an irrefutable alibi. I'd finally be able to answer this question that gets asked nearly every week. Nothing BC. Even though I would be a woman I would still not know how they work. A whole lot of masturbation. And scissoring. Probably a lot of scissoring. I'd be locked in the bedroom with a selection of fine dildos. Also boobies. Nothing. I'd still probably be on the bed, sleeping and or watching movies. I'm kind of gender fluid so I don't think I would accomplish much of anything. I'm not sure but I think my vagina would be sore after the first few hours. I feel like all the comments forgot the difference between gender and sex. Getting laid. I would want to fill the day with as much sex as I could. Wear a dress without being stared at least not for a sexual reason. I would probably get kicked out of my house because no one would know me. Have a lot of sex, like a whole load of it. I'd just be really curious. Wait a minute, what if you don't have an opposite gender, like a snail? Probably nothing. I'd be too amused with my own appendage apparently. Same thing I accomplish every day right now, not a goddamned thing. The same things as on any regular day, but without a hormone patch. Jerk off, have sex, walk around the city, and go on a walk at night. Give the homies confidence boosts and get them the baddest bitches. Diet 23 hour 59 minutes of the day. I would not want to go back. TBH of sex just so ick what having a D and using it feels like. Thumbs up. Find the limit for girls, me in this case, until the body give out. Sell myself to make as much money as possible. Of probably. Try to understand the female body and give strangers compliments. I always wondered what a woman orgasm felt like. So fingering. Just ask 40 of Californians what they actually did that day. WTF is helicopter dick? A guy born with multiple penises. Try to understand how a compliment can turn into an agreement. Find the G-spot. So the next time I'm prepared for battle. Nothing of value to society, just things that I won't say. I'll text myself, screenshot it and say a girl texted me. Probably nothing considering I'm not that attractive. I'll swap into a woman and satisfy my guys in need, smiley face. It depends. Well, the STD remains when I revert back. I'd be happy for a day, praying I never switch back. Fuck myself. As a guy I don't get that much pussy.